That's me, 1971, an effeminate, pretty boy. Looking at myself this morning, man. I'm like in a fucking lineup, just about to be booked for car robbery. But yeah, I was mistaken for a girl, for girls, and I'm sure it crossed people's minds. I remember once in a karate class, the instructor thought I was a girl, and then I drew a small crowd of people who were speculating on whether I was a girl or a boy. That was pretty embarrassing. Here's the competition I was dealing with. That's Maddie, 13 or 14, and that's me with the hair and the gangly arms. And if it weren't bad enough just to be effeminate and mistaken for a girl, I also had thick, thick glasses. I think this is my 13th birthday. So I want to talk a little bit about this beating that happened down in Memphis not too long ago, where the mother beat her son, punched him physically in the face because he was, quote unquote, too effeminate. I want to talk about the three kids that were effectively murdered. They were put on an island, a man camp, and didn't have proper instructions, didn't have proper facilities. All three of them died. So this is a serious issue. Being yourself, whatever that is, manly, effeminate, male, masculine, female. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because we're all created in the image of God. And so whatever I reflect back to Him is how He has created me in His beautiful image. And if you're not religious, so what? But I've been debating this in my mind over the decades since Amendment 2 here in Colorado, which legalized discrimination against gay people. That's all they called them. Back then, there was no gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, transgender. There was just gay. And the amendment passed, and effectively, legalization was of discrimination was in full swing. Since then, things have changed, and there's civil unions and marriages all over the country. I think 29 states, and if they want to obey the Supreme Court, it's going to be all 50 states. But that's not what I'm talking about. I want to talk about how a little boy, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, effeminate, feels in a bruiser world. And I just went into a shell. My other brother was huge football player. And so he was even worse. They just basically had to look at me, and I was toast. But what can you do to encourage a family member, a son or a daughter who is masculine? Just let them be. Let them be whomever they have been created to be. And it's a rare person who would deliberately act effeminately in today's society of bruisers. And it's a rare woman who would deliberately act masculine in a society of bruisers. And that's just a few thoughts that I have, and I'll have more to talk about it. Bye.